Chimney, chim, chibri. None of the presents under the tree was for me. A foster kid within his own family. It sounds fucked up, but nigga, that's me. I hated how my mama just took off. I guess she was mad the way she got shook off from dad. Grandma did the best she could. Yes, man, but I still did it hand to hand. I still sold packs and grams, and I still lived off the land, trying to stack some grams, and I still try to be something that I'm not. The other dude right there, you know the next man. Why not the best man? Let me know. Is life a test, man? I'm just asking before I die. Can somebody tell me who I am? Goddamn. Is my pops Paul or Sam? Or that cat that be picking up cans? Or that dude that you used to fight? I seen the mail, mom. That nigga in Clinton. Am I from Harlem or Brooklyn? I don't know. Street Valley or Charleston? I don't know. A few cats have been where I've been, so I know y'all understand where I'm at with it. Anybody ever been through anything in their life? Just vibe with me. It's all a struggle. You can overcome anything. Persistence overcomes resistance in every aspect of life. Rock with me. Understand. Now we in the scheme of things. The Benz, the Bentley, Coupe, the beam of things. The goat, the dope, the triple beam and things. I'm getting money. You know the dream of things. Man, I thought I was a shit, had a Benz, but I lived in my nigga's basement. Here's the question: how could a young nigga be so old? How could a hot nigga get so cold? How could a old nigga be so dumb? How can a smart nigga be so dumb? How can a cool nigga be such a nerd with no wings? How can I be a bird? How come getting what I deserve is so unheard and so absurd? Why am I still here? So many niggas is gone, I was born my year. Scoot up writing this rhyme, I had to shed a tear, cause I've been waiting so long to say this shit here.
Y'all hear what he said?
Y'all know where I'm at.
That's what the game is missing.
That's just how it was. I smile now, but the smile stops crying. Yeah. Yeah.
The nigga said I smile to keep from crying. Huh? The nigga said I smile to keep from crying. Yeah. How many of y'all feel like that out there? You smile. Because they told us as men, they say a man ain't supposed to cry. A woman gonna look at you like you weak. But I say that's bullshit. Because when God gave you those tears, he gave you those emotions for a reason. Now, I'm not sitting up there saying you're supposed to cry about everything, but nah, sometimes you got to let it out. See, the thing about it is, though, in life, pay attention who's standing next to you to wipe away those tears. See, it's that part right there. When you in tears and you crying and you breaking down, and those around you, they see you. They watching you. They ain't pulling up on you. They ain't got no napkins. They ain't patting you on your back. They ain't lifting you up. Even if they got to punch you in your chest and tell you to get over it. If they ain't riding with you, then they ain't riding with you. See, in life, when it comes to certain things, you can't fake it till you make it. No. In life, it's like when you watching a movie, you see Ghost and Tommy. And you see the enemy getting ready to tear Ghost up. And here comes Tommy every single time. Huh? The niggas in your life, they not showing up like that. Sometimes you got to test them. Test these niggas. Test them. See where they at. Hit them up on the phone. Ask them. You need them now. You don't really need them. Sometimes you got to pretend, though, to see where these niggas is at. Because sometimes you'll find out that the niggas ain't riding with you until it's time for them to ride. And when they leave you by yourself on that battlefield, you might not survive. Don't go to the afterlife thinking that this is your friend and they not your friend. Everybody's not riding with you. Huh? Don't find that out the hard way. We could go through history with niggas in the street that had to find out the hard way. You know they smile in your face. All the while they want to take your place. Y'all already know the rules. When y'all come in here, when you step in this house, Take them shoes off and wipe your feet at the door. Make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, disrespect that like button. Violate that like button. We ain't coming here to fit in. Oh no, I didn't come to YouTube to fit in. I came here to stand out. I came for my voice to be heard. Can you hear me? Y'all listening out there? Yeah. See, I told y'all, right? It's like Spartacus. When you watch Spartacus, and he was sitting up there fighting in an arena, waiting to get his wife back from Dominus. Did you get her, Dominus? Did you see her? Dominus playing him the whole time. Playing him the whole time. Yeah, I got my scouts out looking for her. Then Dominus finally gets her and had her executed and delivered right to the hands of Spartacus, but act like she was murdered on the road. Huh? Just like a snake. And Spartacus, when he realized that he was betrayed by who? The slave master. He said to him, Spartacus, you are in rare form right now. Spartacus said, I haven't been myself lately. I'm myself. That part. See, on this internet, I haven't been myself. I fell into the distractions. I fell into the beefing back and forth, the bickering, defending myself. You know? Because it's nothing worse than people slandering you. And there's nobody to defend you. Nobody's vouching for you. Everybody's just sitting back in the cut, waiting to see if you're going to survive the storm. They waiting. They not standing there with you like, yo, we got your back. We riding with you. Nah. They just waiting to see if you're going to survive the storm. And if you make it and you're successful or you make it to the next level, you get that bag, you become a millionaire. Oh, they going to act like they was with you the whole time. Yeah, because you know, nah. Now, I seen you, cuz. I seen you, cuz. I saw you a mile away. And so you know what the problem with Hassan Campbell? It's just like with this Ike Hoffa situation. Huh? This Mav Diddy situation. When you sit back and you analyze it, I have a habit of calling people out ahead of time. Even though I called him out when I seen exactly what he did. But in the past, people, I'm too real. And I could see where people get fouled miles away, years away. I'll give y'all an example, right? Ron Savage, when he first came out on Africa Bambaataa, my first instinct, my first gut said, something just ain't right. I knew it. I started watching this pattern. Seeing the nigga steal my whole story. My whole story. 6 months later, he comes out after me out of the blue. I'm sitting up there watching. I'm like, yo, how is Ron Savage on Lisa Evans in Africa Bambaataa on Lisa Evans? How did that happen? That was just, certain things just was like really, really weird to me. And they both airing and previewing the same night back to, I'm like, all right. I started watching and watching and watching. Then eventually I called Ron Savage out as a fake. Yo, why you bullying him? I moved too soon. Way too soon. Why you bullying him? I'm sitting on the internet. Yeah, I'm going to split this nigga head to the white meat because I could see that we have been infiltrated. The ranks have been infiltrated. I could see this a mile away. But you know what? Sometimes everybody else can't see what you see. It's not meant for them to see what you see. And it's not for you to go to these people and get their second opinion so that they can convince you that you didn't see or feel in your gut. The minute that you second guess that spidey senses inside of you, it's over for you. It is over for you. People are going to convince you not to see what you see. But then you got to remind yourself, this is how you survived for so many years. Don't never let nobody convince you that you didn't see or feel what you felt at that moment. That's your God-given gift, not theirs. They don't even care enough about your life or what's going on in your life to really, really pay attention to feel what you're feeling. Unless it benefits them. So I sat back and watched and watched and watched. And now speeding up to today, this same dude that was all over the news, all over the daily news with boogers. He had boogers coming out, snot boogers coming out of his nose. Talking about what Africa Bambaataa did to him and what he had his his sister's boyfriend, which was supposed to be like one of his best friends, Daron, what Bam did to him, crying. Did we forget about the audio? Were we listening to Mr. Biggs? Planet Rock. Mr. Biggs? What up, Mr. Biggs? We listened to Mr. Biggs, Mickey Benson, and Smitty on the phone, actually trying to offer Ron Savage $50,000 in cash. And Ron Savage is on the phone talking about, I can't be bought. Are we listening to the conversation where Mickey Benson is on another phone conversation telling Ron Savage, you know you liked it. You know you was older than that. You know you was down with it. Why are you messing up the brand? Huh? Now Hassan Campbell fighting and defending Ron Savage, even though I knew something was still wrong, even though he putting this audio out, he gives me the audio to put out, I still knew it was a setup. Now today, after Ike Hoffa, aka Math Diddy, decides to make me the face of everything that I was fighting for, when he sat up there and asked me how old was you, right? And he tried to paint a picture of me being a predator. And that $1 million platform with all that controversy made Africa Bambaataa feel comfortable enough to come back outside in the Bronx and actually go to a barbecue in Katona Park, even though he had security around him. Security. Off-duty officers, some regular street dudes as well. All type of security around him. He was never supposed to feel comfortable. For 7 years, I had that dude not feeling comfortable. When he showed his face after I came out again and got on this internet, he went back into hiding. Now he got Mickey Benson outside. I said Africa Bambaataa's in the house. Huh? Even though it was a handful of people around him. Nobody was standing there watching this catastrophe. And in the cut, who we see next to Africa Bambaataa, looking pregnant, looking like Africa Bambaataa and Ron Savage went half on a baby. Ron Savage is standing there with his belly full, like he was drinking babies, like he was really drinking from Africa Bambaataa bottle. He was bottle feeding them babies, if you know what I mean. You standing there, right? And see, this is the thing. This dude came out on the news. 75% of the Zulu Nation destroyed. People left the Zulu Nation because your cries along with mine were so loud, Ron Savage. The worst, y'all gotta ask yourself a question. Do you see yourself standing next to somebody who accused you of the worst thing that you can actually accuse a person of? Being a child boogeyman and destroyed and tarnished your whole reputation. You see how ugly and messy this is? So in order for Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation to accept Ron Savage back, after he used the weapon that the white people used to use against us back in the days of slavery, when a white woman wanted to destroy a black man, grape. Shall we begin? And see, this is what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna get all of my feelings. I just gotta let the people know it is what it is. Because my children are protected. They are up under the umbrella of their daddy. But in the community, you got to understand something. It's like I told y'all in the past. That man don't lay down unless he's laying down with a boy. What y'all do with that is what you do with it. It is what it is. It ain't my fight no more. It's not my fight no more. Because the reality of it is, I see that even in that fight, I see I'm losing friends. Friends are becoming enemies because they doing snake shit. Like, dudes ain't stand up no more. And I get it. I don't even expect people to be stand up no more because don't expect nothing from me now. That's how I feel. Don't expect nothing from me. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. And I won't ask none of you niggas for nothing. I don't need no friends. Because if you can't, how that song go? Keep it 100 by Tank. If you can't keep it 100, keep it moving. I'm not going to be the nigga. Like, matter of fact, never mind all that. See, in my younger days, I want y'all to understand something, right? All these old niggas you see around me, all of them that was around me, 99.9% of them niggas used me and abused me on the battlefield. When my gun was hot and I was spitting fire, everybody kept me around them for their own reasons, right? But now that I need these niggas to stand tall, and I'm not asking nobody to go outside and put their life on the line, just stand loyal. I can't even get niggas to not bite my back out. Niggas be chewing my back out behind my back or standing next to niggas that's eating and devouring my back. I'm the type of nigga that look out for niggas when they in jail. Same niggas that ain't look out for me when I was in jail. No letter, no commissary, no nothing. The things that I do for niggas, pay niggas rents, help niggas with their mortgages, pay niggas car insurances, give niggas cars. I do all types of shit like that. That type of shit don't come back to me. So when niggas be talking about me, it is what it is, man. See, I had a conversation earlier today, twice, with two people. And it's crazy. When you sit back and you analyze Tupac, right? Me and Tupac got a lot of similarities, right? A lot of similarities. We come from that thug life mixed with that revolutionary spirit. No, we ain't going to be 100% like Malcolm X, because Malcolm X is Malcolm X, but we being us. And see, the thing about it is the conversation that I was having about Tupac, right, is that Tupac, you always got to see Tupac defending himself. Tupac, the conversation was Tupac was negative. There's a lot of people out there that feel like Hassan Campbell was negative. Why wouldn't they feel like I'm negative when they see me going back and forth with Math? Because he put a nigga on his platform that sat up there, put my address on the internet a few days prior to that. Put my wife's information on the internet so that people could try to destroy my wife and get her fired from her job. He even put the information to where she work at and how they could locate her on the internet so that people could destroy. And then Math put that nigga on his platform, knowing how I felt about that. So now, what do you see when you look on the internet? All you see is names and reputations being tarnished all over the internet. Math's wife being disrespected. My wife was already being disrespected, but if Math's wife would have minded her business, she wouldn't have got pulled in the middle. She should have minded her business, but he got her in the background running her mouth. And see, when Hassan Campbell decides to get nasty, right? And get nasty and fight back because I called it out like, yo, dogs. Charleston White was my nigga. We was rocking together. And one thing I love about me and Charleston White, we built ourselves up with no celebrities, no guest appearances, just us from the mud. Niggas ain't getting no help. Actually, that's a lie, because I helped Charleston White. I even got all the audio with Charleston White bigging me up. He don't even know I got it. Saying that Hassan Campbell started me on YouTube. Math Hoffa platform wasn't going nowhere fast until I went on his platform. Twice. Second time, he skyrocketed past me. This is what I do for people. But you gonna tell me I can't get none of that back? Is being real a thing in the past? So of course you're gonna see me look messy when I'm defending myself. Of course. Look at Pac. Look at what he went through. Oh, Pac was negative. How? One thing I took from Pac, he said, I ain't going to change the world. I might not be the one to change the world, but I'm going to spark the seed of the next man that may change the world. Or he's going to spark the seed. You keep on passing the torch. Because that revolutionary spirit ain't going to go nowhere in me. And in even some of these gang members, I'm sparking that revolutionary spirit. Dudes are growing up and they coming from out of the gang culture and they becoming revolutionaries and they fighting for something. They changing their ways. They falling back from these street corners. They spending more time with their kids. Are you not entertained? I know what I bring to the table. See, here's the thing about it in life, right? Everybody gonna tell a different story about what they feel and what they experience was with Tupac Shakur. For me, I understood him. I knew why he said Brenda had a baby. I was there when he was sitting up there talking about keep your head up. You gotta keep your head up. And every time you listen to that song, the frequency, the energy of the song, it lifts you. Every time Mother's Day come around, right? Mother's Day. That's a day where, in the Bible, God says, honor your mother and father, for your days won't be short. In Islam, reverend the womb that bore you. The Prophet Muhammad was asked the question, who is more sacred on this earth? He said, your mother. They asked again. He said, your mother. For the third time, he said, your mother. The fourth time, they said, your father. He said, your father. Allah says that paradise is at your mother's feet. If you take care of your mother, the key to paradise is at your mother's feet, honoring your mother. Now, when you look at Mother's Day, what song are we playing? Dear Mama. When niggas' mothers is in the grave and you ain't got your mother back, what song you listening to? Dear Mama. A song that will forever be a song that'll never get old. When you sit back and you listen to Tupac, wonder why they call you bitch. You wonder why they call you bitch. I bet you. Huh? What happened to him? What happened to Pac? Let's talk about what happened to Pac. Why was he so angry? He caught a case with Tottenham. Niggas lining him up. Industry assassins. See the similarities? Industry assassins. Pac didn't even see and know he running around with Tut. Them niggas is up in the room tossing up a girl. Pac the one that's on trial. Tut didn't go to jail for that. Pac the one, the industry assassins. You got to watch out for them. You get on YouTube, you start doing your thing. Next thing you know, you sitting down with academics. Next thing you know, you sitting down with Whack 100. Next thing you know, you sitting down with Tekashi 69. And just like that, poof, they all disappear after your platform is damn near derailed. Are you not entertained? Pac, fighting for his life in court, goes to the studio to deal with who? To make a record with who? Big Sean. Pac gets to the studio. Who's in the studio? A FBI informant by the name of who? Sean P. Diddy Combs is out already. Puff was working with the FBI. He was a government informant. Pac gets to the building, right? He ends up being shot 6 times, once in his ball, in his head. You see Pac going to the hospital. He's on his way to the hospital with his middle finger up. Now his life is paused. He goes to jail in a wheelchair. While he's in jail, it's rumors of men taking his manhood. Are you not entertained? Rumors of men taking Pac's manhood. Pac's furious. He's sitting up there playing the game. I'm no longer thug life. He's saying everything he's supposed to say while the parole board and everybody listening. But he drunk off of revenge now. Because of his memories, he's healing up in Gladiator School. Y'all know what it's like to be in Clinton, to be in Comstock, to be in Attica. Pac was put with the worst of the worst. He comes home from jail. The nigga Pac said, and this is the shit that Charleston White stole from me. I taught him this. The nigga Pac said, I peeped the weakness in this rap game and sold it. So when people sit back and that don't really know Pac like I know Pac, before then, it was Dear Mama, Brenda's Got a Baby. Nigga had 4 albums before he came out with Machiavelli. And none of the music sound like that, but a few songs. Wouldn't you like to be a soldier, a soldier? First album, one of my favorite songs. See, a lot of these people that act like they know Pac, they don't know Pac. When Pac sat in front of the mic and he spoke and he had a chance to speak, he was electrifying. He sparked your brains of the men that were revolutionaries. We not talking about the hood bookers. Because every nigga in the hood, every hood nigga ain't the same nigga. That's what they get messed up about us in the hood. We are all not the same. We might come from the same block, but we ain't got the same morals. We ain't got the same principles. Some niggas is straight grimy all around the board. Some niggas can't wait for you to go to jail so they can smash your girl. Some niggas can't wait for you to go to jail so they can smash your sister. Every nigga ain't the same. Some of us, I might have a thing for your sister, but I don't have a thing for your sister because I know I can't cross that line. And I won't cross that line. I might be up in your crib and your wife looking good and she giving me the energy. Now I'm looking at the floor, I'm looking at my phone, I'm just going to leave. Because I know I can smash your wife. And I'm not going to never take the opportunity to brag about smashing your wife. I don't want your wife. That's yours. There's too many women out there. Every street nigga's not the same. When you sit back and you analyze a nigga like Pac, man, you always see a nigga defending himself. Why he's so angry? He started an East Coast, West Coast beef. Well, look what just happened between me and Math Hoffa. I didn't want no smoke with Math. That was my nigga. I used to love picking up the phone, hearing Math's name on the opposite side of that phone. I never violated Math. That's why when I debunked everything that he said, I played his response to me, word for word, a whole hour's worth of it, and shattered everything he said, and then he sent the YouTube police to strike me. Who does that? I didn't even violate the nigga. I just showed where he was full of shit. The same way he wanted Charlie Clips to ride with him when he got whipped out by Disaster. He wanted Charlie Clips to ride with him. Charlie Clips, I don't know what happened. I can't call that. Only Charlie Clips could speak for why, he didn't leave Bloody out of there with Math. I can't speak on that. That's between them. When Shorty came out that everybody knew and put those allegations on Math Hoffa, Goods looking sideways as he was supposed to. Because don't nobody know what happened in that room. He was supposed to just jump up and vouch for your balls. But I said from the beginning, that man is innocent until proven guilty. So now when I don't get the same energy back, and niggas sit up there talking about, oh, he didn't owe you. No, he didn't owe me what? You right. So we living in a time and a day where nobody owes anybody any loyalty. It is not required for any of us to give each other and I love this, because outside of me being a disloyal nigga to the women, because we was taught as men, we know that's part of the game. But even still, people are going to remember always the worst of you. You take a woman Oh, he did this to me. He did that to me. Yeah, I did all that. I was I was the best pick at the worst pick at the same time. Fly, pretty nigga. Dysfunctional. Didn't know how to treat women. And see, the thing about it is, you have a bunch of females that'll sit up there and say, oh no, that nigga bugged out. Yeah, then. But the dude that you gonna get now is gonna be the dude, not the dude that was sitting up there taking money out the drawer and, you know, females putting gas in my car when I fell on hard time. No, you got the man that's gonna sit up there and deck shit out. Have the yard looking spectacular. Have you living like you living in the rainforest. Paying bills, providing. Kids need this one need that, daddy on it. Oh, I need such and such. Well, you need $5,000 for your car? Here you go. Ain't even got to ask a second time. So the females and the people that you dealt with in the past, they're going to try to keep you in prison for all the bad things that they experienced with you, but I don't live there no more. You would never be able to put me in prison for anything that I did in the past to anybody. I don't live there anymore. And people got to learn to start judging people on the effects that they have in your life. Yeah, somebody's mother going to sit up there and say he killed my baby. He shot my baby. Then I'll be sat up there and said, well, the case that I was convicted of, that they broke down to assault on the first, I'll be able to sit up there and say I was 18 years old. And that dude that died had no business beefing and getting involved in a beef with an 18 years old when he was 28. He should have been stopping the violence. But instead, he put a negative energy out there and his soul got snatched. May he rest in peace. Prayers go out to his family. It is what it is. There's two sides to every story. If I was wrong then, I'm not wrong now. And I'm not living in the past. You could keep me there in your memory, but love, I don't live there no more. And see, my point of saying all of this, people can say whatever they got to say about me. They can say whatever they got to say about Pac. But I'm gonna remember the Tupac that influenced me with the so much positive shit that he had to say. So now I realize, me being Hassan Campbell, I see that every time I get ready to get in my bag, or every time there's an event getting ready to happen in America, they start muffling down my channel. The views get lower. Like we know y'all don't never see me live. Never ever see me live with 2,000 people in the building. The minimum we was having in the building was 7,000. 5,000 was the low. But they had to hit the frequency. Turn the volume down off of Hassan Campbell, because right now, what we are going through and what we are seeing is content creators just like me, but the ones that's bigger. Kai Cenat. He's sitting up there talking about Kamala Harris is reaching out to him. We're watching Donald Trump after he just was allegedly, or rather, not even allegedly. We watched assassination go on with Donald Trump. And he's sitting up there with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross? Donald Trump is sitting up there with Aiden Ross. And Kamala Harris is trying to recruit Kai Cenat. So now we are seeing the power of the influence from the influencers, and you seeing one of the best influencers that ever did it, that recruited more people from the streets, from jails, from the urban area to the dirty section. We seeing all of these dudes on YouTube now because of me and my volume being turned down. Meanwhile, Whack 100, the nigga that was in competition with me, he's over there, not on Whack 100 ENT that he got on YouTube. He couldn't do it by himself. As big as his name was, by himself, he couldn't do it. So now all you see is him on No Jumper. The cheat code. He don't want to look little. He don't want to build himself a bit and use that brand to build his own brand up. No, he wants to be under the umbrella. He wants to be No Jumpers, Adam 22 little nigga. Are you not entertained? The nigga that I was yesterday, a new female come across me, she got her credit together, and she loving on me, caressing my back, giving me baths. We going house shopping. She's not going to have the experiences if this nigga did this and he did that. I can't change the wrong that I did to the woman in the past. Do you not understand that people are going to always hold your evil up? They're gonna always use that. That is the trick of the devil. That is why in Islam they teach you to hide your thoughts, because people will always go back, like the conversation with me and Math. So you're gonna sit up there and tell me that because I said that when I was a kid, I touched other kids instead of using the word playing house, that's supposed to haunt me forever? Huh? That's supposed to haunt me forever. The same way people sit up there and say, oh, Jay-Z was with Foxy Brown. Nigga, that was almost 30 years ago. So forever, that's going to be a weapon used against Jay-Z? Oh, when he got with Foxy Brown, she was 15 years old. So that's going to be the weapon forever? Nothing else that Jay-Z did ever. See, R. Kelly has a history. He never stopped with the little girls. It was an ongoing thing. He had a school of them. But you'll take, and people will go digging your past. 20, 30, it doesn't even matter. And that's always going to be that. I don't live in the past, and I don't live in your prison of what you think about me. You can't tell me, or you can't tell the people how they feel about me, how to feel about me. I look at Tupac, and no matter what people see about him, I seen his pain, I seen his hustle, I seen his struggle. I know when he died, behind the scenes, he was trying to bring the East Coast and the West Coast together, and he was trying to bring back out Big Daddy Kane. He was trying to bring back out Rakim. He was trying to bring back out the ones that was pushed out by the Illuminati. Because at a certain age in the rap game, they age you out. They push you out. None of us got a chance to hear what Rakim sound like today, because when he was making that album with Dr. Dre tried to turn him into an ignorant nigga. He tried to use the NWA spell on Rakim, and Rakim refused. That's why you didn't see the music come out. Busta Rhymes had his own style. When it was time for him to do the album with Dr. Dre, the same nigga you see riding around with Bill Gates, NWA was the beginning of the destruction of the revolutionary mindset in hip hop. There's so many stories told about that. You'll never get another Tupac again. Somebody else don't have to appreciate Tupac the way I appreciate him, but I know what he did for me. No, he wasn't Malcolm X. He didn't even get a chance to become Malcolm X. His life got snuffed out and nobody got locked up. And the nigga that actually did have something to do with the death of him, the government gave him a deal. Are you not entertained? You mean the government gave him a deal? Yeah, they gave him a deal. And the only reason why they locked him up is because he kept bragging about it. So he broke the contract that they put on him. Y'all niggas better start understanding digital COINTELPRO. Y'all better start paying attention. How you sit up there watching videos, as soon as I search my name, you see a nigga named Behind the Bar. Somebody that I tried to help and aid on YouTube, who I feel like is a part of digital COINTELPRO. And I'm just laughing. Because the minute I finish signing these contracts and I get down, because one thing I learned from Math, if you think that you're going to turn me into the things that I fought against the hardest, nigga, watch how fast your channel come down. I'm like, y'all niggas respect Math doing this? Watch when I start. Watch when those lawyers start reaching out to YouTube, and now it's legal. It's legal. Watch when them lawyers, all them old videos that I used to have up on YouTube, and you niggas are sitting up there trying to use them against me. Watch when those lawyers start snatching your chain down, your channel down. Watch. Watch and see. Y'all respect him, the nigga that got on the internet and sat up there and dissed you and said in the most disrespectful way, y'all the dirty section, and meant it in a negative way. In a total negative way. And he's getting so much respect. I'm seeing so much balls licking and dick riding. I'm like, what? Take the what? All right. I'm going to show y'all niggas something. I'm going to show you. Because the reality of it is, I got to sit up there on the internet and have people turn me into the same thing that I'm fighting against and make my fight not even worth fighting. It is what it is, man. I can't stay stuck on Africa Bambaataa forever. Because there's a war going on outside no man is safe from. Right now, while these politicians are running around making you believe that you have the power to control who's going in that office. They making you believe. After niggas done found vote ballots in the ocean and all types of shit like that. Listen, whoever they put in office don't have nothing to do with Black Rock and random, whatever they call that. Like those corporations that run this company called America, where your name, when you look at your ID, your name is incorporated. You are incorporated in capital letters on this plantation, aka corporation, aka you being taxed and taxed and taxed because you're not even a person no more. You being taxed and taxed and taxed. Your money is being taxed. If you decide to take your tax money and cash app somebody, they getting taxed off of that. You go in the grocery store, you taxed off of that. You buy a clothes, you taxed and taxed and taxed. The cost of living is going up. The age of retirement is going up. But your life expectancy is going down. In other countries, they eat what they want and they still slim. In America, the water is evil. So evil that the fish is jumping out the ocean. They're jumping out the ocean. Never in my life I seen so many fish jumping out the ocean. Is it because of the poison from Fukushima? Or is it because the Kraken is in the ocean? Huh? Is it the missiles and the war, the weapons that they're testing under the ocean? Or is it because we're getting closer to doomsday and the Kraken is being released? It's released. And it's waiting to show itself. Huh? I don't even think y'all understand. We are living in the signs of the times where there's a war going on outside. Your borders have been invaded. Border jumpers is jumping over the borders. And guess what? They just, in another state, I forget what state it was, they just passed a law that the people that crossed into your country illegally, they have the right to carry guns and they have the right to have a driver's license. So let me get this straight. A person a border jumper that came over the border illegally can drive, but a nigga that couldn't pay child support because he was out of work. Because when you go to work, child support will take the money out of your check. So if you had a job, child support goes in your check. They go into your job, take the money out of the cookie jar before you even get your check. So you didn't even have a check. And child support, so that you can't get a license because you fell on hard times. But the illegals, the border jumpers is coming over here, and some of them are getting $5,000 and $13,000 a month. A month to live off of. Y'all don't see what's going on? You living in a day and a time where the FBI locked up 99 terrorist suspects to let them all go. They came over the border illegally and they on the terrorist watch list. And the FBI let them go. I think I gotta let it go. They let them go. Huh? See, I can't expect everybody to be on this military mind setting. But for those who got military minds, I expect you to be on point. Because the reality of it is that in these up and coming days, weeks, months, and years, where Donald Trump kept telling us we're getting ready for the coldest winter ever. But this is the winter right here. We're getting ready for World War III. Huh? When he said, this is the calm. What Cuomo said, and they got him up out of there, he said, this is the calm before the storm, because everybody knows what's coming. Prophecies is being fulfilled in this white man's world. Prophecies are being fulfilled in this white man's world. And the times that we are living in, only the strong survive. Only the strong survive, not the sick. So if you don't get it together, you ain't going to be able to survive what's to come. And I'm going to tell y'all something too, man. Let me tell y'all something. Let me let y'all in on another secret. Them quote unquote real niggas? Nah, they ain't it. Them drug kingpins that came home from jail, them real niggas, them black niggas. When shit hit the fan, they ain't gonna be on the front line fighting for our people. And you gotta think about it, right? I want y'all to think about something. What is the age group where the military recruits our children for the draft? 18 to what, 26, right? You know why? Because it's like I'm seeing, with all the beef that's going on, and all these niggas that be sitting up there posting on the internet, they on the block, they outside, everybody's outside, acting like they still bout it. They still bout it. They acting like they still bout it. When them sparks flying, when them bullets is going, when beef is on, them niggas. Hey yo, never mind, they ain't nowhere to be found. That's why the older niggas hang around the younger niggas too. Because the older niggas, they act like they still want stripes for what they did 20 and 30 years ago. And then some of these niggas, if you really, really look, you know how many of these old niggas that be acting like they, like all these crews, you know how many of my niggas died while I was in jail? You know how many of my niggas died while I was in jail and nobody did nothing? No retaliation. It's just all the excuses in the world. That's why I can't get mad when shit hit the fan and shit get real with me. Niggas start politicking. Oh, he in the wrong anyway. Well, damn, every beef we ever had back in the days was wrong. Every nigga that got his TV turned off was wrong. It was over drugs. It was over a chick. It was over egos. It's always been wrong. Now y'all niggas politicking? Leave me by myself, my nigga. Everybody. I'd rather be by myself where I know the only thing I got is me and God than to be moving in the future of America with some weak old niggas that want to live off of back in the days. Nah, I'm good by myself. Trust that. Oh, trust and believe that. Because it ain't nothing like waking up and finding yourself in the afterlife by yourself and you looking back like, how did I die? Oh, where was these niggas? They wasn't even there. Don't wait till the last minute to find out you by yourself. Because you're going to find out that you by yourself when you by yourself. And them same niggas going to be standing outside, pouring out liquor, crying over your cat. Yeah, it was my nigga. And some niggas ain't going to even cry. They going to be laughing. Well, he got what he's supposed to have got. Nigga should have did this. Nigga shouldn't have did that. I know. Are you not entertained? Huh? Where we at? Mr. Spark travels through time and space. Oh, shit. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Cash Apps. I'm trying to read. Let me see. Mo, preach and reach the mind's highs. Thank you for sponsoring this war. I'm way behind. Travel through space and time. Spock. People like you are few and far between. I hope you keep yourself the box for a while. Let me tell you something. I appreciate that, Spock. Let me tell you something, man. All I want is for y'all to remember me the way y'all remember me. Because I can tell you right now, there's so many people that want to paint a bad picture of me based off of their experience with me. They want you to feel their pain, how they felt, how they feel about me. I don't live in that prison. What I show you, what I give you is who I am. It is what it is. When I go outside and I feed a homeless person, I don't make the video for the world to see. But when that homeless person sees me again, they'll forever remember me. But these niggas, these ungrateful niggas, these old niggas, these real niggas, these dusty niggas, I sit up there and do all types of stuff for them. And then you ever got on the phone with somebody and you happy to hear they on the other line? And while you on the phone with them, you feeling their energy crazy. And then you got to sit up there and say to yourself, yo, why these niggas' energy is so crazy when these are the same niggas I'm looking out for on a regular basis? Like these niggas is child support. I think I got to let them go. Nah. I wrote the wrong thing. I said keep your own soapbox. People need to hear it. Oh, snot box. May God bless you, bro. I pray for peace and success and protection for you, bro. Keep using your voice. Some of us are grateful for you. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. See, I appreciate that when people say stuff like that. Said 1136. I appreciate that because you know what? People always indirecting me. They always indirecting me or saying something to me to remind me of something negative or just like, I like when I wake up today was a new day, right? It's sort of like a lot of dudes that I've been talking to lately, and I'll let them speak on my platform. I'm not even going to mention their names. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start letting men speak because there's a lot of problems between men and women, right? Between men and women. And if I wake up today and I say, hey, babe, let's do this, let's do that, or it's just energy that's positive today and you negative now. Tomorrow, you negative now. Like, a lot of dudes are living in troubled waters in a relationship because just like me, they may have been the bad guy for a while. And the problem is a lot of dudes are feeling like in their relationship, they're trying to do the right thing now and the female don't respect it. And it's like they feel like they're not getting nowhere and they're trying to stick around because they're waiting for the female to come around, but also feeling like, for one, it don't feel like they coming around. For two, shorty might have gave me 5 years or 10 years of bullshit dealing with me with bullshit. But now that we older, some dudes are 40, 45, 50, 55, even 60 years old and feel like I don't have 5 more years for you to come around to decide that you're going to punish me for 5 more years. I might not live that long. So I'm seeing dudes that's leaving their wives that was good women that they destroyed. And here's the key. They destroyed these women. But the women are out. The dudes are out because now the woman has so much anger and animosity built up towards these men the way that they can't even have a good time together. See, the woman is still with you, but she's not with you. She's learned to be accustomed to still being in the same house with you, sleeping in the same bed with you, but your spirits are separated. And the men are trying to find their way back, but can't get back in. And the woman is on some, oh, you're going to have to work to get back in. And the nigga's like, nigga, I can't figure you out. I'm trying, but I can't figure you out, and my time is running out. Which means our time is running out because I'm not going to spend the rest of my life trying to figure you out. Because life is short. And see, you women got to learn, no matter what you went through with that nigga, when you decide to keep him in your relationship and you pretending like you forgiving him, if you still there, you cheating yourself out of life as well. You being spiteful towards him, thinking that you paying him back, you're hurting yourself as well. Get on that good foot or get out. Because all you doing is imprisoning yourself. Your relationship has become a jail, a prison. You put bars around you and him, and both of y'all are living in a prison, in a relationship, and you're not enjoying each other. He wants to enjoy you. You wants to pay him back. You're laying next to him, fantasizing about the nigga that he should have been. He's laying up there contemplating on calling some of them old chicks he used to smash because now he's waking up tired of you rolling over to the opposite side of the bed, balling yourself up, never in the mood. You women's got to understand something. Some dudes having problems. They starting to have problems already. Some dudes was 9 and 11 inches. They not even 5 inches anymore. They thing ain't working like that. In America, we go through all types of stuff with all the chemical castrations and fluoride and everything they put in the water. And you think a man, lady, at 150 years old, your hole is still going to open up. But a man, you can't rob a man of that feeling of throwing his toes up and making gang signs with his toes. You trying to take that away from him? He's trying to have that with you now. And this is a warning to some of you women out there. This is a warning. He messed up. There's a lot of niggas. We talking. We talk. We had that barbershop talk. And I'm going to bring these conversations to the stage. If you still in that relationship, Start it off fresh. Know the trust ain't gonna never come back. That's what he has to earn. But your time is still being spent in the house with him. You in one room, he in the opposite room. Or he running back outside to the block because it don't feel like love live in the house. What are you doing to yourself? What are you doing to yourself? You're being disloyal to yourself. Because while y'all still up under that one roof, you hurting him is hurting you. You hurting him is hurting your children. It is what it is. What Lord Akim said, no time for sleeping, the enemy creeping, and we can't defeat him unless we stay woke. What direction are we going in? The next steps and stages of life, in order for you to win, in order for you to get ready or be prepared for what the next steps and stages have in life, you cannot go out into the world and be at war at home. You cannot, ladies, you know he outside. He's outside. He was in the house with you. You can't get on the phone while he's in the battlefield and distract him with the evil thoughts that's on your mind of what you didn't like or how you feel. Stop calling him, telling him how you feel about him or something he did while he's outside. I'm going to call you a bitch for him. Bitch, wait for him to get home. Because while you got him distracted, yeah, because I didn't like that. He outside. Like how my man T-Mac say, I'm outside. You know he gripped up. You know they looking for him. You know on the internet niggas sitting up there talking about, I can't wait for him to get his snot box rock. I never liked that nigga anyway. You know he outside. And he outside by himself. Because the niggas that he hanging out with, huh? You know, it's amazing. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of my mans is in the feds. A lot of my real niggas is in jail. And it's crazy. Because in the feds, depending on what you locked up for, they record your phone conversations. Could you imagine being in the feds? And they give you a box of recordings. And you get to listen. You listening to audio about how niggas felt and feel about you that you was on the block with. At your most dangerous times, at your most dangerous moments. I'll give you even an example without putting my niggas on the hot seat because they might not want their business out there. Let's talk about John Gotti. Huh? Let's talk about John Gotti, right? How he dogged Sammy the Bull. Helped John Gotti steal the whole mob so that he could become the mob boss. John Gotti could not have done that without Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull in return started taking over all the construction companies. He's on the block. Sammy on the block. He ain't just standing on the block. He running the block. He getting greedy now. He's outshining the master. He making moves. He earned those moves. Taking over all the businesses. John Gotti bitch ass on the phone talking about him. Rules that he knew. Never talk over the phone. John Gotti is the reason why Sammy the Bull ended up going to jail. And he knew eventually, because he know John Gotti, eventually, his gossiping and his envy, because Sammy the Bull was outshining the master, it was going to lead to Sammy the Bull getting murdered. So when the feds gave Sammy the Bull those tapes, he read it. He like, man, listen. So now I'm supposed to uphold the code of silence and spend the rest of my life in jail for a nigga that was planning on hitting me? And if I stay in jail, you got enough power and influence to get me hit in jail? It is what it is. He took the route that he took. Are you not entertained? And forgive me to anybody that I missed in the super chat. lot of niggas don't think before they talk. A lot of niggas don't think before they talk. They think that the walls don't have ears. They think that you can't feel their aura. You can't feel their vibe. That's why I tell you, for me, my friends don't kick it with my enemies. I ain't got time to sit up there to tell niggas from this point forth. You probably will never hear me or see me call a nigga out for being fake again. Nah, now it's time for me to get silent. Because this shit right here, nigga, this steps and stages in life is where you got to be the best version of you, the best of the best. Nas said, all I need is one mic. Every time I get in front of this camera, I'm going to turn up. I'm going to make somebody out there feel me, feel something that I have to say. Because when you Google my name, all you see is these digital COINTELPRO channels just throwing up negative shit with my name, keeping me in the... And some of them don't even have videos. They'll take my picture and just put some stupid quote up there just to put it in the algorithm to actually put an ignorant spell over me now. So I got to let my voice be strong. We living in a day and a time where the youth... I sat back and watched that S Block gang. That was the most hurtful thing for me to watch when I seen that 8-month-old girl going to jail with a baby in her womb. She got a baby in her womb, getting ready to go to jail, and don't know, God knows how much time she's going to do. But what we do know is that whatever was in that house, that they found in that house that she was in, she's going to be charged with. And let Lisa Evers tell it. She said that girl ain't going to do no less. Or rather, those people, not the girl. Those people ain't going to do no less than 10 years in jail. Let me ask y'all a question, right? For those of y'all that watched the video. Did y'all not see how happy those young boys was in handcuffs? Did y'all see the look on those young boys' faces as they was being carted away to prison? Because in the Constitution it says that slavery is abolished unless you go to jail. So slavery, jail was the new slavery, and them kids didn't have a care in the world about their freedom being snatched away. Who's to blame for making prison a code of honor? When niggas sit up there talking about how Math said, who are you to be judging everybody? Let me tell y'all something. If it wasn't for me, for all of these years, exposing these rappers, look at celebrity gossip now. Look at it. Look at how these older rappers is cleaning their shit up now. Look at them. Look at how they switching up their styles now. And even some of the shit that they saying now. Who's to blame for that? Are you not entertained? I was doing this shit for 7 years. Then Charleston White start burning it down. Calling niggas out for shit that they saying. While you trying to send your children, or while they sending their children to college, they sending your children to the penitentiary. Who started that? Me. That's who. Calling these niggas out. Even down with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Older niggas corrupting a little nigga. Then when he snitch, he's a rat. I still stand on that. Older niggas push that little nigga right into the arms of the government. Tekashi 6ix9ine ain't have no business outside calling shots and gang activity and gang culture. You can take a nigga out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of a nigga. I can't feel sorry for a nigga that went from rags to the nigga Shotty. And salute to Shotty, but I say this with love for Shotty. Shotty was on jets. He was living life in the hotels. He had women in his life like he's never seen before. Jewelry he never seen before. Money he never seen before. And wasn't man enough to make a change and lead the way to the promised land. Instead, He led the way to the penitentiary. Now niggas is like, yo, free that nigga Shotty. He was a real nigga. He was stupid. He did some stupid shit. And 9 times out of 10, he'll never, ever get the opportunity to do it again, because the industry is not going to let him in. The industry is over with. Music is not even selling it anymore. They replaced real music with TikTokers. Jadakiss said it a long time ago. The window of opportunity is closing. They got the CDs out of here. Nipsey Hussle was one of the last that will ever sell 100,000 copies of CDs. Master P is one of the last that will ever sell 100,000 copies of CDs. Why do you think that they made your music for free? Who was going to sit up there and pay for music when they could get it for free? Are you not entertained? Music today is nothing but poison, because the people that was making good music couldn't get their music to be played. But if you decided to become a drill rapper or a Jezebel, you could get your music to be played, because the whole thing about it is to kill the revolutionary spirit. A gangbanger that doesn't protect his community is committing treason against his own soul. And see, what they don't teach us at a young age is the laws of the universe. When you commit treason against the universe will commit treason against you. When you commit treason, especially when you're black, when you are the chosen people of God, and you become a warrior of Satan, do you not understand, when you playing by the devil's rules on the devil's basketball court, in the devil's hot house, eating the devil's food, do you know that the devil will poison you? He will whisper evil into your ears. He will lead you into the hellfire. And then when you standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you have to be answered, and you have to answer to the universal laws, the judgment of God, do you not understand that the devil is going to turn his back on you? The same way people. You chose the path of evil because it was glorified. You chose the path of being a real nigga because you in pain. And these older niggas won't paint a picture in the right direction or push you in the right direction, because they profit off of your ignorance. They profit off of you being stupid. You think these older niggas that's still standing outside on the block looking stupid, all 55 and 60 in the face, 50 in the face, 45 in the face, 40 in the face, all the way down to 30? You think these 30-year-old niggas want you to know? You little niggas, you think they want you to know that they failed? Do you think that they want you to recognize the failure in them? That's why you always see them outside fresh to death. But none of them niggas ain't got no yard boots. They ain't out in the yard. No, they in the projects, in front of the tenement buildings, staring at every female that walk by, looking thirsty, looking thirsty, looking thirsty. Everybody in the neighborhood talking about them. Everybody. Like, damn, this nigga standing outside on the same corner again? 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 Let me tell you something, man. I don't care who don't like me. I don't care who take offense to what I say. Because Hassan Campbell versus the old version of me is what I discuss when I'm in front of this camera. If your old ass is outside doing some shit you should have stopped doing 20 years ago, and you get offended, if you get hit by this full clip on this internet of me talking about the things that I used to do. I stopped doing, like, niggas was making fun of me. He don't be outside. I wasn't outside. I was always in the house with my kids. These niggas is always on the block. Now you see all the drug kingpins coming home after doing 20 and 30 and 15 and 10 years. They all home. I see all of them. And they back doing the same shit. Trying to get recognition off of the old shit. This ain't back in the days. I ain't on the block slinging dope, coke, crack. Nope. I'm trying to liberate the minds of my people. And I'm trying to do it independently. You can stick that 501c3 up your ass. No, I don't respect that 501c3. Absolutely not. That's the problem with black people. Y'all keep looking for handouts. If they feed you, they control you. When are you going to learn to be independent and feed yourself? Never. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna, no. I want to hire my children. But we so divided, our children might not want to work for us. See how that work? I want to hire my friends. But yet, I have no staff. But I could sit up there and show you certain friends of mine probably got the amount of money they done got out of me. This one probably got $10,000 this year. Or within a year's time, that one probably got $20,000 out of me. In a year, $15,000 out of me. Like, damn, y'all know how much money I was getting and getting and getting and getting? Not no more. Not no more. Absolutely not. I'd rather give it to a homeless shelter. I don't have a staff. I don't even have a crew no more at this point in time. All I got is niggas talking about me behind my back, or they friends talking about me. I can see the distance. Nigga, stay there. All of you. Bye. Bye. But when I pass away and you still alive, nigga, don't fake it. Don't pretend. Don't come to my funeral. None of you niggas, don't come to my funeral or around my family like, oh, that was my nigga. Nah, y'all niggas are all liars. Deceiving bastards. Can't wait for a nigga to fall. Yeah, because you know what goes up must come down. Yeah, when my dick get hard, after I come, it goes down. See the sarcasm? That's Wanda and Wayne coming out of me. I'm sorry, Ma. I shouldn't have said that. Stop playing. Manny X, don't worry, we won't. I ain't worried you won't. You nigga, you front and row center. My notifications ain't even going out. But you sitting right here in my comment section. That's good enough. As long as you helping me, because ain't nothing going on but the rent. See, even what you hating me, I hate you so much. You hate me, but you love me. You really admire me. That's why you actually here. How did you get here? You ain't supposed to be here. Oh, right, you waiting for me to crash out. Stay tuned. I wouldn't waste my time talking about no Bimmy. Bimmy's a waste of time. What am I talking about Bimmy for? If we can't be friends, we can't be friends. If Bimmy don't know how to be a real dude, he don't know how to be a real dude. That's it. I'm not wasting my time talking about Bimmy. Bimmy had a real one that was in his corner. And when Bimmy showed me that he couldn't be a stand-up dude, he could stay where he at. I don't got no time for fake people in my life. I don't. I'm not thirsty for friends to the point to where I'm going to deal with niggas that don't know how to be stand up. I'm just not complaining no more. When a nigga that act like he stand up, don't know how to stand up, I'm just going to cut you off or fall back. See, I know how to love a person from a distance. If I got love for you, I know how to pick up the phone or pick up the phone when you call me. Just don't ask me for nothing. Like, don't. I don't want to be the nigga that everybody come to when you need something. But when I need something, even if it's a good conversation, I can't get that. I don't want to be that. Like, nah. And I'm getting too old to be the Tupac version of myself. Because we all have that, the ones of us that really, really stand for something, and we beefing, but people can't see why we beefing because we always being attacked, and then you got to defend yourself. Nah. I don't have time to defend myself no more. Now we have to figure out, where do we go from here? Where we going from here? We got chicks like Kamala Harris getting on the internet talking about stay woke. Like, really? So what, you was listening to Lord Akim? No time for creeping. The enemy. What? You was listening to Lord Akim? Now all of a sudden, Kamala Harris is actually, she knee deep in nigga slang? You dealing with our language? The same woman that was bragging about how she got the power to lock somebody up for a misdemeanor and take away their freedom? Now you telling us to stay woke? The stay woke slogan that we use, we made up the slogan stay woke to keep us on point from the colonizers and the judicial system, the district attorneys, the judges, the FBI, the enemy. Stay woke. And she quoted it? We in trouble. Because see, back in the days of Harriet Tubman, on that plantation, we created certain styles. Chicks used to get their hair braided. And there'd be a path in the hair telling us where to get to the promised land. There'd be songs. Wade in the water. Something's gonna get you in the water. There was codes. There was codes. Like with the Bloods. When dudes sat up there and spoke certain codes, which I'm not going to do, even though those codes was outdated. When dudes say E. Ricketts, they was talking about the enemy. When a nigga said 6 building, he was calling you puss, you punani. We spoke in code. Now we got the we got the Jezebel. We got the white man's justice, black man's grief on the internet, talking about stay woke. See how we've been infiltrated? It ain't no us no more. Right now, in America, we are in critical times. Some of us is on a run and don't even realize it. Some of us is on the run because you woke up and you believe in what you believe in. You are already a prisoner of war. You already have a jail cell getting ready to close on you and you don't even realize that. Some of us had to make choices and had family members that had to make choices. And now we know that those choices that they made was an evil game that's being played and it's been played. And we can't speak that evil. We can't even speak on it because we terrified that we won't even have our voice on these platforms anymore. Y'all better wake up. Because if you live in New York City, where the black men who are single and homeless are being rejected so bad that the black man in New York City is being refused in homeless shelters. But niggas that's coming home from the penitentiary over the borders illegally is getting front row center, TVs, microwaves, hotels where the rich used to live down in Manhattan. The black man is from America that had to deal with the J. Edgar Hoover, with the Ronald Reagan era, of drugs, dealing with the kingpins, not having no fathers, dealing with the drug era, mentally destroyed, coming home from Vietnam and all these other wars that they fought, homeless, crack babies, dope babies, foster children who grew up, now they too old to be in foster care. They're homeless in the streets of New York, and we are being rejected. They're being rejected. And they own homeland called America. But these dudes that's coming from Venezuela, prisons being released in America, the black man in America is the most hated, the most stepped on, the most abused, the most broken. In return, we return it to the black woman. Then in return, the black woman returns that pain to the black child. And you see why we can't get we can't get ahead? Everybody else is welcoming their people as they come over the border. You got Africans coming into America that won't even speak to Americans in America. You got Africans that came over, they in New York City. They won't even speak to us. When they walk past us, they walk past us faster than white people. Won't speak to us. And somehow they live close to us, but not in our neighborhoods. Somehow they got whole buildings and whole communities to themselves, stay to themselves. Everybody welcomes each other, but nobody welcomes us. Y'all niggas better wake up and smell the coffee. It is what it is. See, in the words of Dane Calloway, I just came to make you think. I didn't come here to entertain you. I just came to tell you that shit is real on the battlefield. Oh, it's real on the battlefield. And if you don't start taking life serious while the window of opportunity is closing, I mean, I know, I get it. Some of y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. As long as you can lay up with a chick that got Section 8 of welfare, you good. But some of us that made something out of ourselves, that got mortgages, that take care of our kids without welfare, without Section 8, without the system, we got everything to lose. And I know, I get it. A nigga that never fought for nothing in their life, outside of just being wanted to be recognized for being ignorant. Right? Because y'all good at that. Y'all good at fighting for being recognized as ignorant niggas. But we living in a day and a time where a champion is needed. A warrior is needed. A soldier is needed. A spiritual leader is needed. A father is needed. A mother is needed. A sister is needed. A brother is needed. An uncle is needed. You know who we don't need? The world don't need another rapper. If you can't come with a message, something that a nigga can feel, then what's the point? Because all that shit that y'all niggas is saying, how many times you gonna go in the studio and your gat gonna bust? Heard that already. Heard you. How many niggas you gonna kill at the age of 40? How many niggas you gonna kill in the studio at the age of 50? Understand something. When you see me play rap music, I don't rap. But if you listen to the lyrics of some of these rappers, the message, the pain, the hurt, a song talk about Africans like all melanated people come from the same post pot shit hilarious. I talk about everybody. Anybody and everybody can get it when I start talking. I talk about the Puerto Ricans. How they disrespect the Dominicans. If you call a Puerto Rican a Dominican, they might shoot you. When they both speak the same language and they both have been colonized by the colonizer. If you call a Puerto Rican a Mexican, they might stab you in your eye. You speaking the same tongue, my nigga. The same people colonized your people, my nigga. What are we talking about? Over in Jamaica, the Jamaicans call us Yankees in America. In Puerto Rico, some of the Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico don't like the Puerto Ricans in America. Y'all don't get it? In New York, all of the New Yorkers hate each other. We the most divided. The most divided. That's why you started seeing niggas get clicked up. You started seeing Jim Jones and Mano and Fabulous, because the whole South been running with each other. That's how Atlanta was able to control the game for so many years. And New York being so weak when niggas didn't know how to be leaders, I used to have niggas calling me from Atlanta like, yo, what's up with y'all New York rappers? When we listen to New York rap, we want to hear New York style music, not niggas from New York sounding like the South. Even at one point in time, niggas was wondering if 50 was from the South, the way 50 was rapping. Stop playing. Why I use the word nigga? Why did the slave master use it? Because he recognized the strength. It's like Charleston White said. See, I'm man enough when I hear somebody say something that's true, I give a nigga his props for that, not them. See, the cracker used to call us boy. When they got mad, yeah, they called us nigga because they seen something in you. But at the same time, I don't want to be a real nigga because there's too many definitions of what it is to be a real nigga. And most of the niggas that I know that call themselves real niggas is fake. They fake. Because when it comes time for them to step out of their comfort zone and be a man and do some real shit, never have a person do something for you that you won't do for them. Niggas that have you do all types of shit for them. But when it come time for them to return the favor, it never happens. We as a community are far behind everybody else. Of course we fall behind everybody else. Why wouldn't we be? The game is rigged. But at the same time, we're not holding each other down. Everybody is in competition with each other instead of standing. Everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be the man. Like, I think I got the reputation, the biggest reputation from creating the biggest platforms out there. Look at all the niggas I done branched off, I done gave help to. I can't even remember all of the niggas. Charleston White, Unique Mecca Audio, Bum Ass 10 Toes Down, the 050 Movement. I made Five Guard a household name. He was Giacana before that. Made Five Guard a household name. Some of y'all probably don't even remember Z-Banger. Should I keep on going? I even made mods. Even mods that was down with me. Niggas like Wax Dog. The nigga name came from my platform. Me shouting them out. Shout out to my nigga Wax Dog. I made mods popular. Look at the things that I got. Zip with the drip. He's never going to admit it. But I still got videos with him on my platform that had, those videos had to be taken down in order for me to get my monetization back. But I still got those videos. They had millions of views. Millions of views. Now, if Zip would have listened to me, and I'm going to give y'all some game. Zip said pre-recorders didn't help him. The lives did. Right? But what Zip didn't understand, what I was trying to teach him, YouTube, when you do lives, we got 2,300 people in the building right now. You do a live. The live goes off. YouTube puts your shit in the gold. By the time they put it in the green, you got all your views. Now you're not getting paid. So when you sit up there talking about you got $200, $300, I'll do certain lives, or rather certain pre-recorders that I'll do. When YouTube wasn't messing with my channel, I'll put a pre-recorded up. That video will do 200,000, 300,000 views. That's $3,000, $4,000 off of one video. One video. This is what I was trying to teach the nigga, but he don't listen. Some niggas don't listen. They want the audience to look and not get paid. I'm not here no more. Once you start accumulating bills and you got to feed your family, that's why I say thank you for sponsoring this war, because now this became a lifestyle. This ain't just a message no more. Because when you see Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, soon as they start running for office and they use their voice, the donations come in. You got to sponsor and take care of the platform that you support. If not, that platform, when they sweep the rug up onto that platform, how is Hassan Campbell going to stand? So when I put my videos out, my pre-recorded, y'all saw for 3 years straight, going strong. No video was getting less than 100,000 views or 80,000 views within a few hours. Now, when this live goes off, they started playing a new trick that was never going on. All the years of me being on YouTube, YouTube never took your live like how we got 2,300 people in the building. Then they'll take your live back to zero, like you had no views. All the likes will be there, but no views. And then they'll slowly give you the accumulation of all the video, the views that you already had. That's rigging the game. But yet and still, when this live goes off, wait and see how many views I had on this live compared to my pre-recorded that I put up. My lives never got more views than my pre-recordeds. Chris Fig TV. I have a friend that's from Africa, Ghana, to be specific. And when she came here, she was told to stay away from blacks in America because they are trouble. She said the media out here portrays us as criminals. Of course they do. The same way the media over here depicts them as dirty, drinking water. Like when we see Africans through the media throughout the years in America, we looking at them and we watching them drink water with the lions and the elephants and drinking mud and eating mud cookies. They make you believe that the whole Africa is poor. Why is that? Inquiring minds want to know. Keep your foot on zip with the drip neck. My foot is not on zip neck. Shout out to Zip. I'm just breaking down, a conversation, or from my perspective. I think that if Zip focused on more pre-recorded videos and let them grow and marinate, he's going to make way more money. This is not me putting my foot on Zip neck. This is my way of trying to give him the wisdom that I've been trying to give him and being patient, because the reality of it is getting money on the block. Zip did a lot of time in jail. So for that nigga to have to go back to the block to eat, it's unacceptable. He's too old for that. He's supposed to be able to eat off of the internet. The truth of the matter is, whether me and Zip went back and forth with each other, I still believed in him as a personality. I don't care if I'm beefing with a nigga or not. My job, if I see something in you, is to speak life into you. And on this internet, I spoke life into Zip, and I wanted to see that the brother win. I think he has a lot of potential. If he tweak out certain things and incorporate more things and take certain things out, he could be one of the best on YouTube. I want to see everybody win. I wanted to see Bullets Gotti win. When I met Bullets Gotti, he was making videos about me. You see what I did to him? I made Bullets Gotti a household name. Bullets Gotti was on YouTube before me. That's what you call being real. Everybody that I came across, I uplifted. Even though we fell out, now ask anybody what they did for me. What have you done for me lately? The only person that can say they did anything for me is my wife. That's it. Ain't nobody else do shit for me. My wife. Any of these other platforms that I came out on, any platform that's responsible for my success would have been Star. I give nobody else. Doggy Diamonds did an interview with me. Sonetta came and did interviews later on, and he was the last one to touch my story. It would be Star, and I would have to give my love and a shout out to Own Queen's Flip for putting me on his platform. But nobody held my hand. Nobody held my hand. I had to believe in myself and keep constantly working. And I'm going to tell any YouTuber out there that's watching me, right? I'm going to say this again. Vlad numbers is going down. Math Hoffa's numbers going down. A lot of content creators, YouTubers fading certain people out, and we know it's YouTube. But yet and still, you might see No Jumper put 30 videos out in one day. Academics might put 30 videos out in one day. Clips of different topics that he's talking about. Vlad, sometimes 10, 20 videos in one day. So, you new niggas coming to the internet, putting a video out here and there, think your shit's supposed to be lights, cameras, action. No, it don't work like that. Some of the best that paved the way for you niggas is being faded out. And then with y'all egos, y'all come to YouTube, and, you know, I did a video and it only had 100 or 200 people watch it. So, we all had to go through that. Who was you? You think you're supposed to skip the line of success without the hard work? The diamond comes from pressure. Some of you niggas is used to having it too easy. That's why your name will never, ever, ever be known like that. All the finances, you will never achieve the finances that come along with this shit. If I never make another dollar out of this again, I already raped the game. I raped the game. Like, yo, I could actually sit up there and say, I raped the game. Did you? You mean to tell me they gave you an opportunity to get online, to be an online brand, an online store, and you didn't have nothing to sell online, but you got something to sell on the block? You the enemy. You can't sell nothing online because you too real for the internet, but you rather sell crack in your community? You the enemy. And the hood need to get rid of you. The game is rigged. I'm subscribed and have the bell turned on, but I still didn't get a notification when you went live. You are must-see TV. Your message is worth sponsoring. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Somebody loves me, baby. I love when people show me love, because that's all I do is show love. Hypocrisy. I don't sell drugs. I don't look to sell drugs. Hypocrisy. I feed my kids. My message is not poison. Hypocrisy, what do you mean? Huh? Oh, you in love with hypocrites? You mean to tell me you subscribe to a hypocrite? Ooh. Stop playing. Hassan, what is your thoughts about Chino XL, legacy, and hip hop? I can't speak on the brother because I don't really know him like that. I've seen him. I've heard his name before, but I don't know much about him. So I can't give you my thoughts on somebody that I don't know much about. What you sipping on, bro? Some Kool-Aid. It worked like that for Umi. Now, Umi was different. Umi in the Hellcat was different. Umi was one of the first dudes that broke the fire sticks and gave you illegal cable before it was illegal cable. See, the thing about it is with Umi, they didn't have a law for the app that he put or the way he broke the fire sticks so that you could get illegal cable. So it was hard for them to charge him. So they had to come up with a law so that they could throw him in jail. So when Umi came on YouTube, you dealing with a nigga. Umi made like, I think over $300 million. Umi was different. Nigga was different. Y'all ain't see his car collections? Different houses? When I hop on this YouTube, I'm going to need you to help me out, Hassan. In return, I'll fake beef with you. I don't want no fake beef. I don't want no more negativity following me. I don't want no more negativity following me with me dirtying my name, going back and forth with niggas on this internet. I'm past that. Now it's all about the message, man. Y'all didn't listen to Lord Akim? No time for sleeping. The enemy creeping. And we can't defeat him unless we stay woke. We are on the brink of World War III. We don't have time to be beefing with each other. We don't have time to be beefing with each other. Them days is over. I don't have time for that no more. Because I don't want to wash away my message. I got children looking at me. I got a wife looking at me. I got a tribe to lead. I got people that believe in me. So at some point in time, now you got to get back to the message. You can't let, what I can't do is, I can't let those who are trying to destroy me distract me to the point to where that now you got me distracted and I'm going back and forth while the enemy is sneaking through the back door. No, we on the brink of World War III. And we have to be on point for that. My job is to put out the roll call, to give you the warning. The trumpet is blown. Death is knocking at your door. Whether it be through World War III, whether it be through starvation, whether it be through poverty, whether it be through sickness. Like, look at the times that we are living in. We are all, half of us was lined up fighting COVID and taking vaccines because sickness was in the air. Every time we turn around, there's a recall on something that's in the supermarket. I've never seen a recall on anything that came fresh out of the ground. The recall always starts soon as it hit the factories. I've never seen a nigga have a recall on an apple as soon as it came out of the tree. You got people eating lettuce, tomatoes, fresh out of the ground. No salmonella. Salmonella comes from meat. How is it in the fruits? I've never seen a recall on rainwater falling out the sky into your cup, into your mouth. But we turned around just, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, and we see a recall on bottles of Fiji water? And then you wonder why your doctor is calling you on the phone telling you to come in because he checked the blood, and now there's a recall on your kidneys and in your liver because you got diabetes. Talking about, I was eating healthy my whole life. Why am I so sick? You thought you was eating healthy. Everything that you put in, everything that they put in our lives is tainted. Everything. Everything that you've ever been told is a lie. Everything. History is hidden. You know, you ever went back to the dark ages of what they call the dark ages? Let me ask y'all a question. And I want you to ask, especially like these black scholars. Oh my God, I can't stand these black scholars. Talk about, I did my history. What history? Can anybody explain to me how when you go back to the dark ages, these are the dark ages, and you go through history, even down to today, there's buildings here in America and all over the world, castles still here that was built in the dark ages. There was no technology then. How you got these big ass buildings with state-of-the-art carvings, with tools that wasn't supposed to be around during those times? I'm not talking about the pyramids. I'm not talking about the pyramids. I'm talking about buildings. Some of these churches have been around since the dark times, the dark eras. How were they built? Do you see the carvings in the ceilings? It's the biggest contradiction in the goddamn world. You was never no dark ages, my nigga. Technology has been here since the beginning of time. And anybody that try to get you around that is trying to stick their hand in your, get your hand out of my pocket. Get your hand out of my pocket. Technology has been here from the beginning of time. Through wars, certain sections of the earth. In Afghanistan at one point in time, there was no buildings over there. It was rubble. They had to rebuild after America tore that shit down. So while they was going through the beginning of World War III over there, we wasn't even getting a taste of that. They was dealing with us in different ways. Flooding our communities with poison. Coke, dope, crack, K2, Molly's, Perks, Xans. I was looking at a post just recently. Now they got pink cocaine. Damn, I got that old. I've been out of the game that long. They got pink cocaine. Ooh, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Huh. Pink cocaine. Whoa. Life is what you make it. You stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Some of y'all got to get ready. Get ready. Only the strong survive, not the weak. In the lions, in the jungle, right? When you see the deer running and the gazelles running, the lions can't catch the fast deers, but they will catch the babies, and they will eat the elderly. You better put yourself in a position to be the best version of you is required. Remember when 2020 came in? All of us was talking about we was going to have 2020 vision. What happened? You took your glasses off? You forgot about 2020 vision? Your 2020 vision was only for 2020? Stay focused. How Kamala Harris just said, stay woke. Because the reality of it is, everything that we was dealing with within these last few years was a simulation. It was a test. When you go to school, your teacher gives you the spelling words so you can prepare for the test. Your teacher gives them math examples so you can prepare for the test. Your whole journey through the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all throughout school is to get ready to take a test. The test is over, my nigga. Now it's time for you to get ready for the real deal. Playtime is over. Don't let life come knocking at your door and you have to find out the wrong way that life is knocking at your door. Don't find out on the battlefield of life that you by yourself. Because life has a way of showing you who people are and where they are in your life when shit hit the fan. I was listening to this clip of Tupac. And Tupac said, all this love is fake. Tupac said, I was in the club last year with all these same people in this same club, looking skinny, hungry. I needed a hug. I wanted to date girls. They didn't like me because I was too skinny. He said, now a year later, I'm in these same clubs and girls is throwing their panties at me because this is a program and life is a test. Yeah, that love is fake. And sometimes them girls throwing the panties at you and don't even know you. Well, Pac had to find out the wrong way. One of those chicks end up being on the stand accusing him of rape and him getting convicted and going to jail when he was shot. Don't find out the hard way. And I'm going to tell you something else too, man. Some of y'all relationships is in hot water. But don't compare your relationship to a Remy and Pat. You know how many females I heard? Yeah, because Pap and Remy and Pap and Pap and Pap. Now everybody talking about Remy like nigga. Do you realize some of that beef that started with Pap is because he was cheating? But y'all forget, I fuck with Moose. Moose was there. With all that Uncle Murder and all that. And when Pap got cut, he was with some chicks cheating. Stop comparing your relationship to Pap and Remy. Because even with Pap doing the bid with Remy, I think what y'all forgot and what y'all failed to realize is that Remy was going to come back home and still be a star, which she did. And when Remy came back home from jail and got back on the stage and became a star, she took Pap with her. Pap wouldn't be shit without Remy. He flopped. Baby, where you at? He flopped. His relationship with Remy put him back on the main stage to make him the man that he is right now. Stop comparing your relationship to somebody else's because people know how to fake it. They know how to hide their secrets so that you can't see the ugliness that's inside their house. Prime example. With Mav Diddy, Mav Hoffa, right? When you analyze the dude and his relationship, the reason why this dude is sick and lawyers on everybody is because he has something to hide, something to protect. Now, I'm not saying that this is 100%, allegedly. The text messages that Tasha K read that I didn't even read yet, that she read first, told you Math was banging Shorty head on the floor. That's ugliness, right? People hide. Stop comparing your relationship to other people's relationship. How? No, Hoffa said? He said, your wife can't stand up on the internet the way my wife stand up on the internet. Yes, she can. My wife don't have rumors of sleeping with King Face. Allegedly. King Face died of HIV. I see why you have lawyers to protect your image. Because King Face died of HIV. So there are rumors of your wife allegedly having HIV. Some of your friends say certain days you be sick. Really, really sick. It could be COVID or it could be HIV. I'm just saying allegedly. So there's rumors out there. There's a lot that you have to protect, my nigga. Sub-Zero have stories about one of his females sleeping with you and you having a Nestle's Crunch. You had genital warts allegedly, my nigga. So when people stop comparing your relationship to somebody else's relationship, everybody got skeletons in their closet. Everybody has a book of deeds. The only difference between me and Mav, I'm not afraid for my skeletons to come out. I let them out all the time. I'm going to stand on who I am. And the person that's exposing me going to get mad. Because you know what I'm going to say? So what? I did it. I don't live there no more. And I might even say, so what? I'll do it again. Depending on what it is. Because I don't care what you feel about me. You dig up the skeletons in my closet, you're going to find bodies. A nigga been charged for 125.25 and been to jail for murder multiple times. Not because I'm pleased and I'm bragging, but I'm letting you know. When you following Hassan Campbell, you following one of the niggas. At some point in time, I was one of the worst niggas that ever walked this earth. One of the worst niggas that ever walked this earth. You ain't following no angel. Stop comparing your relationship to somebody else's relationship. See where you can fix your shit. Because in life, it's like a ship. That ship gonna take you places. And you don't need to get in troubled waters and realize that you're the only one managing the ship. You controlling the ship, but ain't nobody helping that ship move against the tides, those rough times. Because once that water get in that ship gonna drown. Now the question is you gonna drown with that ship? Or you gonna be like the days of Lot? When you know it's time to move on in life. For whatever reasons. When the EMP hit, and you see Chinese spaceships invading your country, Russian ships, Iranian ships invading your country, you can't figure out at that moment that you and your wife is going in different directions. You and your children are going in different directions. These are conversations that you need to have now. Y'all might not be going in the same direction, my nigga. Find out where you are in life now before it gets too late. When people show you who they are, believe them. If the walls had ears and you could hear the hate that's coming through the speaker, you would cry. When God removes people out of your life, stop going back and getting them because you're bored. Some of y'all don't even understand. Some of the niggas that went to jail, your mans that went to jail, God was removing these niggas out of your life so that you could become who you are today. Hello? Don't look back. You can still love niggas from a distance. And they can hate you from afar. Or they can hate you from up close. What part you don't understand? You love them, but they don't love you. This is the test of life. In order to have a Jesus, you have to have a Judas. In order to have a Moses, you had to have a Pharaoh. What parts you don't understand? It's opposites in this world. Some people are made to lead people to the promised land, and some people are meant to stop you from getting there. Which then of the favors of your Lord will you deny? Am I reaching you? When you plant a seed in life, water that seed. If I go outside and I take a seed and I grow an apple tree outside somewhere on a corner, and every year in the spring that tree grows apples. Every person that eats from that apple tree in the grave when I'm dead, if people are still eating free apples, that is a blessing that follows me to the afterlife. If I did you wrong in life, I apologize. I could only do you wrong one time, or the times that you allowed me. But from the grave, my videos can speak life into somebody. From the grave, that apple tree can feed somebody. If I make a video right now, asking you, everybody that's watching me, if you see somebody homeless, buy them something to eat and say this is for Hassan Campbell. If 1 million people watch this video and do it, I asked in my name, that is a blessing from me that goes on my soul, that follows me in life. Don't never let somebody put you in prison. When we go to God and we get on our knees, we repent for forgiveness. If you can't forgive me, I apologize for the things that I did to you. But life goes on, baby. Get over it. It seems like we the only people on this earth that can't be forgiven. Us. We got to hold something over each other's head forever. It's 4:15, 6 o'clock, 6:30. We're going to go live again on Snotbox TV. Anybody that's looking for promotions with your music and you want me to play your music in the beginning of my live or the beginning of my video or advertise it on my Instagram, I'm giving you the opportunity for the rest of this month. $100 Cash App, $ Hassan Campbell. And you have to be subscribed to my Patreon, patreon.com. And that's a cheap deal because the same way y'all see me play Billy Ray in the beginning, what the hell is that crawling around outside that big? The same way y'all see me advertise Bill Ray and play his song, and when this live goes off, do you know how many people? I want y'all, anybody that's into music, that want their music to be heard, and your music better be dope. It better be dope. If I play your song, it's like it's being played on the radio. Nobody listens to the radio. Nobody listens to Hot 97 no more. 105 point. I don't. They was never playing no music, though. Nobody want to hear Ebro and them niggas talk. Charlemagne talk. So I'm giving you the opportunity to invest in yourself. Y'all hit that Cash App up, $ Hassan Campbell. Show me the proof who you are. Show me the proof that you are down with the Patreon in my DM. Poppy from BX River, Poppy from BX River. Y'all can also follow me on Instagram, my other one, Snotbox TV. And let's take it from there. That's only for this month. I'm giving you an opportunity for you to let the world hear who you are. And if $100 Cash App or $10 on the Patreon is too much for you, then you ain't worth being a rapper. It is what it is. Stay tuned. We're going live at 6:30 on Snotbox TV. And I'm going to make it my business for us to go live at 6:30 on Snotbox TV, even if it's for a half an hour. Y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. And remember, give it an hour or two. Come back and watch this live and see how many people got to hear the intro of this song. Shout out to Bill Ray. I'm out.